folks, welcome back to yet another Football Manager 2020 team preview. We're going to take a little look at Fulham. That's right, they're favourites to get themselves back into the Premier League at the first time of asking. So they're expected to finish first. That's right. They are nicknamed the Cottagers. They do play their football at Craven Cottage. And their owner, I can't remember his name at the minute, he loves the blooming club. The Craven Cottage is a 25,700 all-seater stadium. They've got excellent training facilities, great data analysis facilities, and great youth facilities as well. The culture at the club that they're trying to instill is develop players using the club's youth system, play possession football, play attacking football, and sign players under the age of 22. That's the ethos. But here I am. I have signed a deal which gives me £23,000 a week. Oh, in the money, boys. I finally made it. So let's take a little look at the club itself. A little recap of their recent history. What are all these trophies here? Don't say Intertoto Cup. I will spit on you. So it's been a while since they've won any major silverware. They did finish 19th in the Premier League last season, spending big bucks as well, which we'll take a look at some of the players in just a minute. Tony Khan is the director of football. Stuart Gray is my assistant. But Sahid Khan is the main man, who's the chairman, is the governor. We've got a 3-star reputed club, and like I said, expected to finish first. Quick look at the Dream 11. Obviously, Tom Cairney pulling the strings in number 10. Mitrovic up there scoring the goals. And Bentinelli between the sticks. You've also got Harry Arter on loan as well. Major main loan obligations. Bobby Decorah-Reid is an option to play up top, as is Harry Arter. Harrison Reed, I know him from his Rovers days as well. Good player. Siri is on loan at Galatasaray. And probably some other big earners out the club at the moment. Quick look at the 5-year plan. Work within the wage budget this year, or sort of thing. We want to win promotion first time of asking, 4th round of the FA Cup, and the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. Then the next year is remain in the Premier League and work towards becoming an established Premier League club. So no crazy plans. It's just get back in the Premier League and stay there. Quick, if you want to arrange a press conference, inter-squad friendly, and also an advice report from the backroom staff, this is where you can say yes or no to that. And then we're going to kick on further into the main screen here, into my email box. But we're going to skip all those emails and take a little look at the money. Show me the money. So only £5 million transfer key. That's not the highest. It's actually a bit average, if I'm honest with you. The board say you can keep 60% of any transfer revenue that you make. So if you were to sell a Tom Cairney for £20 million, you're going to get maybe 12 of that back. Wage budget is £656,000 of 655. You only got about £1,000 left, so you're going to have to balance the books a little bit there. The debt, there's £18 million of debt. It's a loan from the chairman left, I think. The projection is, of course, to make a shit ton load of nothing and be in trouble financially, but hopefully we can sort that out. Quick look at the squad here. The most valuable man on the books is Ivan Cavallero, who's actually on loan from Wolves. He's not your all player. Don't think about selling him because you can't, because you won't get nothing from him. But he is up there, obviously 2 caps to his name. Alexander Mitrovic, though, is a wanted man. £18 million rated. I'm sure you can get closer to £25, £30 million if you decide to sell him. And again, remember, you only get 60% of that. Jan-Michel Siri is actually on loan at Galatasaray. Very good player. Very good defensive midfielder. This is where you pinned all your money on last season. £18 million last time out. To little or no avail. Anthony Knockaert is also on loan from Brighton, 27-year-old attacking midfielder down that right, or the left-hand side. Very good player. Tom Cairney, rated at £15 million, Scottish international, 2 caps. Obviously, that all happened because he was a rover. That's right, we made him the player who he is. Excellent mentals, good physicals, and he can take a good free kick as well. 14 free kick rated. Then you got this guy, Andre Frank Zambo Agusala, is actually on loan at Villarreal. Good. You could probably sell him at some point, make a bit of chunk of change. And as well, Fabricio is another big 9 player that is out on loan at Mallorca, £11.25 million. Fulham spent nearly 6 on him from Besiktas not too long ago. And Joe Bryan. This was the fella that joined Aston Villa, then changed his mind and joined Fulham in the end. £6 million rated or purchased, rated at £10 million. And Bournemouth are sniffing. And someone else is sniffing for Kamara. West Brom sniffing for him. Cyrus Christie's getting on a little bit now. He's actually on the transfer list. Want to buy a couple of players. But that is that. Mitrovic could go a little bit harder. So could this guy, Marek Rodak, who's a goalkeeper. One to keep an eye out for the future. How about in the development squad? We'll take a little look at them now. Who you got for me? What you got for me, Bruin? Well, we have Matt O'Reilly, who could go as high as 4.5 stars. He is an 18-year-old attacking midfielder. Not bad mentals or physicals as well for a youngster. Tyrese Francis is also another hot prospect. He's an Australian, could go as high as 3.5 stars. But you're really scraping at the barrel there. Besides that, I don't think... you got Timmy Abraham. Maybe, is he a brother to another mother of the other Abraham? Tammy is his brother. So, yeah, he's rated at 37. This kid's rated at 885. Could go as high as 4.5 stars, so he might have something in his locker. We'll have to wait and see what that turns out. And Jonathan Page as well. They did sell that youngster, didn't they, to Liverpool, which we'll look at the team preview whenever we get round to those, to the Premier League squads. As for the under-18s, who's this kid here? No, garbage. How about Jay Stansfield? Could go as high as 4.5 stars, 16-year-old youth, striker, great pace, great finishing, and first touch for a 16-year-old striker. So that is a quick look at the main squad. How about the dynamics of the club? Team cohesion is average. They're blending well together, but they could do much better. They could do a huge bit of improvement. As for the dressing room, atmosphere is good. No unhappy players, and 5 players at the club are considered to be very happy. There are many contrasting personalities, though, so we've got to watch that, maybe keeping an eye on that, and if there's any troublemakers, bin them off, whether or not we take a hit or not. And we have many players who share a nationality, so there might be a lot of French guys, a lot of another English or Scots or whatever. Managerial support is pretty good as well. Again, it's average. It's just average, which is... I've seen it better. As for the hierarchy, the team captain will be Kearney. At the moment, Bertolini is also in the mix. And Ream, the Americano. Centre-back, he could also be captain material if you want to go there. But Kearney leads the way at the moment. And then we have a whole other bunch of stuff. As for the social groups, there's 3 main social groups. A couple of little guys trying to find their way or find their own social group. But the main bad boys is up top there. Where's Kenny? Kenny's actually in the second social group, which is a bit weird. Him and McDonald's is another good player. Scottish, £7 million defensive midfielder. Formerly of Motherwell? No, I lied. Formerly of Wolves. But he's a decent player. How about the happiness of the club? A lot of green, a couple of little spots of brown, cheeky, and fairly okay happy-wise. You can set your code of conduct and your team meeting as well, just to kind of set the boundaries and what's going on. Quick look at the team report. What does the assistant say? Well, it says we have some great youth prospects on the books here. Great acceleration within the club. Great flair as well. Goalkeeping depth, not too shabby. 4 good options. We'll look at that in just a second. Natural finishing, crossing, decision making, defense. Look at this. It just goes on and on and on. Stamina, transfer budget, concentration, and finishing. All our strengths. There's only a handful of weaknesses, folks. It's going to be too easy for Fulham to win this thing. Jumping reach sucks. Reflexes, leadership, attacking midfield depth. So that might be an area. And the wage budget. You only got just a little bit left. I did say that. Take a look at the squad depth. Let's take a look at these 4 keepers. So Bentalini will be your number 1. He's been called up to the England squad a couple of times. Not yet to make a game. He actually got called up when they were in the Championship last time out. Alongside his Fabrico is not there. Rodak is your next best bet, £4.3 million rated. What about the other guy? Ashby Hammond. I think he was he signed from Leeds? No, that's the other one. Farrell. Another double barrel name. And let's just have a look at him again. He could go as high as 4 stars, so he could be a really good goalkeeper for the future. But yeah, I agree with that. Try and loan him out. Meanwhile, as for your left-sided defenders, you got a whole host of them. You got Joe Bryan, you got this guy Maxime Lemachard, 29-year-old Frenchie, could play at centre-back as well. Also, you have Tim Ream and Dennis Adoy. He could also play at right-back. I think he's preferred to go right-back. Just 1 cap to his name for Belgium. Into centre-backs we go. Alfie Mawson, completely forgot about him. He's here at the club, obviously formerly of Swansea. Yep, they pay £50 million as they were trying to keep themselves in the Prem de la Prem, but no joy. Good centre-back. especially at this level, will do bits. Mawson's in there, then Tim Ream, and of course Michael Hector was a signing from Chelsea, £8 million. That's a big money for a Jamaican, 26-year-old former Chelsea guy. As for the right back, Dennis Odoi, the other Sessignon is now valued at £6 million, can play at the right back, also a left back as well. Can he reach the dizzy heights of his brother? We'll have to see. Christie we looked at, Hector, and Harrison Reed can also play at right back if you want to go there. Into midfield we go. What have we got? Cavallero. We talked about him. Very, very expensive player, but he's only here on loan. Very short on numbers. If you take out the two loanees, you're going to be relying on this guy, Cabano. He's not greatest. Democratic Republic of Congo. Signed a couple of seasons back when they were in the Championship last time. Didn't really get much game time in the Premier League. Just 7 games for Fulham. Maybe he'll rise to the occasion here this time around. As for the right hand side, again, same deal. You pull all these loanies and you're scrambling. You look at the Cabano, look at Kearney, who's best suited down the middle. As for speaking down the middle, you've got Zambo Anguissera, who's out at Villarreal, but you do have Stefan Johansen, who's a £12 million Norwegian midfielder, defensive midfield, can also play further forward if you want to go there. Harry Arter's another loanee. Kevin McDonald, we talked about him. And there's 7 more players that could play in the middle of the park. Josh Onomora is another one, £4.4 million rated midfield. So you have a whole breadth of options down the middle. As up top, you've got Mitrovic. We did talk about here. You could sell him though. I've seen it in recent simulations. He goes. They sell him. Kamara is another one. Bobby Reed's also in there. Cabana can play further forward if you're desperate. Knockout as well. And then wrapping up the top 5, we have. I think that's it. We've covered them all. 5 of them. 5 of them, nobody else. So, you know what? I don't know. Who would I think obviously your wings, you need to strengthen those. I'd say maybe a striker as well. You got 2 guys on loan. Too many loanees here, filling up the squad. Obviously, you're trying to balance the books and you're loaning out 1, 2, 3 really good players, and you need to bring in some other breadth of talent. Let's take a look at the competitions, what they fancy. Well, they expect us to finish, they get promoted basically. 4th round of the FA Cup and 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. The bookmakers' odds, it is good reading for you if you're a Fulham fan. They expect it to go up 3-2 favourites. The key players for Fulham this time around, Mitrovic is one of them and Cavallero is the other. Mitrovic does belong to Fulham. Cavallero is on loan. That, my friends, is Fulham in a nutshell. I'm not going to rabble on too much. I am very, very tired. It is late in the day, late in the evening and all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to let you go. But tomorrow we'll have 4 more Championship team previews as we try and get through the whole division over the next few days. So make sure you stick around for them, bad boys. If you enjoyed this, smash the thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. New videos pretty much every single day on the channel. Until I see you again next time around, smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.